What's good, everybody? Welcome to another live start sit stream here over at the League FFB. Today, we're doing something a little bit different than we typically do. I know usually we hop on here Sundays. I figured we'd hop on here midweek right before this Thursday night football. I just felt like hopping on stream, man. So I figured why not go live? Let's answer some start sit questions. Let's get prepared to win this week 15 matchup, probably the first week of your fantasy football playoffs. Some of the most important games of fantasy football we're going to be playing all year. So wanted to get in here. Let's answer some questions. And why not? Let's draft some Battle Royale week 15 matchups over here on the main slate on Underdog Fantasy. If you guys want to play over on Underdog Fantasy, make sure you use code League FFB when you sign up. That'll get you a 100% deposit match up to $100, and you will get a free mystery pick'em when you sign up using code League FFB or use the link in the description. You can play in plenty of states across the United States. So if your state is eligible for you to play, go play Underdog Fantasy. Again, use code League FFB when you sign up. But with that being said, folks, let's hop right into one of these first drafts. I'm thinking of doing like 3 or 4. It'll depend on how many people hop in here, how many people have questions tonight. But that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So while we're waiting for some of these start sit questions to come in, let's hop into this first battle royale and let's play. Let's get it going. So I have customized these rankings. These rankings are my rankings for the week. Obviously, only using the main slate. So this is only Sunday's games in here. But that is what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully, you guys are having a good evening. As we are recording this, there is a Thursday night football game getting ready to play. We do have Justin Herbert, unfortunately, out during this game. He is he is confirmed that he's going to be out for the rest of the season. So no Justin Herbert for you in your fantasy football matchups. There is no Keenan Allen in this matchup as well, and no Josh Jacobs. So we have a lot of these fantasy studs that we've been relying on not available in this matchup tonight. I'm hearing that Max Crosby and Devontae Adams are both listed as questionable, but they are expected to play. So we are expecting them to play here in this matchup. But it is going to be a lackluster game for your fantasy football stars. So hopefully you're not relying on Josh Jacobs. Hopefully you're not relying on Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, all those folks. So with that being said, guys, we do have the 104 in this draft. Typically, what I'm liking to do this week in these battle royales is I do like to grab one of these elite wide receivers early. I like to grab the Tyreek Hill or the CeeDee Lamb because I think that the running back position is so deep this week. You see all of these guys here towards the top of my rankings over there in that second round pick, that third round pick. That's probably where we're looking at getting one of those running backs. So we are going to be targeting CeeDee Lamb, maybe Tyreek Hill here with this first 104. But we have about 10 seconds until this draft starts. Again, if you have any start sit questions, throw those things for me in the chat. We'd love to help you guys win your week 15 matchups. And yeah, man, let's just get right into it. You see the first pick over here is Christian McCaffrey. Then we have the second pick, most likely going to be I've seen Kyron Williams go here at the 102 a couple times. I see we got Nathan in the chat. Nathan, what up, man? Happy to have you here. Hope you're having a good night. Hopefully all things are going well for your fantasy football leagues. I know the one we play in, you are sitting pretty this week on the bye week, but hopefully everything is going well with you, man. Happy to have you here tonight. So you see CeeDee Lamb was picked. We are going to be picking here now. Obviously, we didn't get what we wanted, but we're going to get Tyreek Hill. So we're going to go Tyreek. I know he is a DNP. They said he did not practice. I think he's going to play this week. I think he will. But Nathan says, in the league, I need start sit decisions. Hit me with them, man. What start sit questions do you have? I'd love to give some advice, even if it's in a league you play with me in. It's fine, I guess. That's what some of these other guys that we play with, they're not getting, man. They're not getting that extra advice sitting here this week. So it is what it is. But you're in here, so go ahead and throw them in, man. I'd love to answer them. But you see we had Tyreek Hill come off the board. Then was Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, Puka Nacua, and then Rashad White. I'm sitting here. I'm going to take Stephon Diggs. He's going to be my wide receiver 2 this week. So we're going with Tyreek and Stephon Diggs. Again, we only get 2 wide receivers in this format, 1 flex, 1 running back, 1 quarterback, 1 tight end. So that is what we're looking like with this team. So we're sitting here just going to let it keep ticking away. But Bijan Robinson off the board, he should be pretty high this week in people's rankings. We do have that Rachaad White that I talked about. Rachaad White's going to have a good-ass week, I think. I'm relying on Baker Mayfield in some leagues where I had Justin Herbert, so now I have to plug in Baker Mayfield for week 1 of the fantasy football playoffs. Not ideal, but we're going to ride with Baker anyways and hopefully get a win this week. Travis Kelce off the board, or Josh Allen and Travis Kelce off the board, followed by Brandon Ayuk. And we're slowly getting back over to our pick here. So I'm looking at Alvin Kamara. This is the guy that I want a lot of shares of. I want Alvin Kamara this week. I think he's going to go crazy this week, but you see he comes off the board, so that's fine. We'll probably go with a Pollard or a Saquon here with this next pick, assuming one of them is going to be picked right here by who with the red shield. It is a very interesting week for your fantasy football playoffs, to say the least. Again, all these injuries that we're dealing with, seems like they couldn't have come at a worse time. And if you're just tapping into the stream, make sure you hit those start sit questions in the chat. Make sure you throw them in there. Would love to answer them for you guys here to help you guys win this week. So we're going to go Saquon Barkley here. That is going to have our team now with Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, and Saquon Barkley. Here in another pick or two, we are going to be going here again with another player. I am going to try and grab Tony Pollard. If I can't get Tony Pollard, which there he goes, I'm going to shoot for the upside of a Devon Achane, even though he hasn't practiced. It's kind of risky, isn't it? Kind of risky to go Achane this week, or what do you think? Mike Evans comes off the board. Should we risk it? DJ Moore is limited. Maybe we go DJ Moore. Maybe we just take the risk here and stack up. This is the wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 flex. Roll with Saquon, see what he does this week. And now we're just looking at tight ends and quarterbacks. Maybe we can get a stack with Tua, or maybe we can get a stack with Justin Fields. Something I'd be looking at. I doubt. I mean, we saw Josh Allen already come off the board, but now we're looking at some of these tight ends. I like to pick the quarterback last. I feel like we've just seen this year that, especially in these 1 QB formats, you can take these quarterbacks late and get guys like Sam Howell, Brock Purdy, these other guys that are going to potentially win you weeks at the quarterback position compared to the overpriced Patrick Mahomes. It's an interesting week. Like I said, an interesting season to say the least. But we see Nathan in here. He says, I'm actually only in the playoffs in 2 leagues, in our league this year and a best ball league, the PPR Thielen or Myers for my toilet bowl. Look, man, I would rather go Thielen than Myers in your toilet bowl game. But with that said, we're going to go Jake Ferguson here. He's going to be our tight end this week in this first draft. Caleb in here. I see Caleb. He says, let's go, legend. Appreciate you being in here, Caleb. If you guys need other fantasy football analysis more than just this channel, which it's good to go get more analysis, guys, go follow Caleb. He is over there making redraft content, dynasty content. But Caleb Niemi, go over there and follow him and subscribe to him over on YouTube. Good content on that side. So make sure you tap in. But appreciate you being here, Caleb. Hopefully you are playing in some games this week. Hopefully the ones you're not playing in is because you're in a bye and not over there because you've missed the playoffs. But you see, we got our quarterback here. I talked about potentially doing a field stack, potentially doing a Tua stack. I like the matchup a little bit more for Justin Fields. We're going to stack Justin Fields with DJ Moore this week. We have Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Saquon Barkley, and Jake Ferguson. That is going to be our first team. Like I said, we're drafting 4 or 5 of them over here. Caleb says, stop it, don't come. Stay here with Andrew. Hey, man, I appreciate you being here regardless, Caleb. So thank you. And again, if you guys are just tapping into the channel, throw those start sit decisions in the chat. Any fantasy football questions, any NFL questions that you guys want me to answer, you want me to talk about here on stream tonight, more than happy to answer them for you guys. And just talk some fantasy football before this Thursday night football game where we have to watch Easton Stick Easton Stick versus Aiden O'Connell. Of course, that's what we got to watch here on Thursday Night Football. I think Prime's wanting to get some of their money back from this purchase that they've made. But let's go back to the drafts. You saw that first team. We're going right back into a Battle Royale Week 15. We're hitting another one. We're not going to take any of these notifications. We don't need them. But you guys see, we're waiting for it. Again, love to see the questions in the chat. Hit them in there if you have them. Nathan says hockey stick, Easton hockey stick. It's a good nickname, I guess, right? Hopefully the Chargers can score more points tonight than they do in hockey games, because I have a feeling that's going to be a little bit of what it is, man. I feel like this is going to be a low scoring, ugly game. Curious for those of you out there that have Josh Jacobs. Are any of you guys confident throwing Zamir White out there tonight in your fantasy football playoffs? I had a claim in for Zamir earlier in the week. Didn't get Zamir off of the waiver wire. Ended up landing Ty Chandler. Looks like he's going to be a start this week as well. But interested to hear if you guys are confident throwing Zamir White out there tonight. But with that being said, guys, it looks like this draft is filled. Let's see where we're picking from. We got the 102, baby. So that for me this week is going to be CeeDee Lamb or Christian McCaffrey, but hopefully, just hopefully, it is Christian McCaffrey. That's who I want as many shares of this year as possible. Obviously, I think up to this point, there's probably two guys that we should be considering as the fantasy football MVP. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's Tyreek Hill. Those are the two guys that we're probably considering fantasy football MVP. If you guys are in the free Discord that we have linked in the description, if you're not in the Discord, but if you are in that Discord, we pulled our community today for fantasy football MVP, and it's a very tight race between those two. So go join that Discord if you want to vote on some league awards, fantasy football awards this year. We're going to be doing an award show later this weekend. War and I will be recording Let's Talk Dynasty, another episode of that podcast for you guys. And we are going to be talking about award winners. Nathan says Mostert MVP. I can tell you he did not win it, but he was nominated for best fantasy running back of the year. Spoiler alert, Christian McCaffrey is going to win that one. But Mostert was nominated for that. And Nathan says it was ugly with Herbert 2 weeks ago. It was ugly. And he says it's going to be a Seek and Zeke. So it's going to be one of those weeks. You see Christian McCaffrey off the board. Boom. We're going to go CeeDee Lamb, man. This is the second team that I have CeeDee Lamb, though. So we're going to want to diversify some of those assets as we get later on into a couple more of these drafts. That's what this type of thing is, man. You want to diversify the assets. You want to make sure that the ones that you're doubling up on, tripling up on in multiple entries, that you have conviction. You're confident that these guys are going to ball out this week. I'm confident that CeeDee Lamb is going to ball out. He's been balling out pretty much since the bye. He's been a unstoppable force for fantasy football. If you have CeeDee, if you have Dak, one of those two guys, you are likely playing in some playoff football games this week. So very confident in CeeDee Lamb. Now, as we come back around, I wouldn't mind grabbing some Rashad White, grabbing some Bijan Robinson. Those would be the two guys that I'm really looking at, but I really want to get some Rashad White. That's really what I want to draft. I want to pair White with CeeDee Lamb in this format, this one. Also wouldn't mind getting some Mostert. You see he was a limited participant today with that knee injury. Seems like he's hasn't been having a ton of practices as of late. Maybe the veteran, the age, the other stuff. It is what it is. But you see that Achan with the toe, he did not practice today. So going to be interesting to see how this develops over the week. There is some unknown. This is a tougher matchup, mainly for the wide receivers, not really for the running backs. But Mostert's been balling, man. If you follow WAR, the wins above replacement statistic, his WAR is so high right now. Mostert's is. So he's definitely been a difference maker for your fantasy football teams. It's a good piece to have for the most part. But keep those questions coming in the chat, guys. Love to answer these questions for you as we go into week 15 of the fantasy football season, into these playoff matchups. And again, want to ask you guys, how confident are you in Zamir White tonight? Because Zamir White is the starter for you dynasty heads. Maybe you've been waiting for Zamir White. I know I kind of liked Zamir White coming in. I think he was my RB4 in that class, and really liked Zamir White. Thought maybe last year they were going to roll with Zamir, but they ended up giving Jacobs that franchise tag. we'll see what happens this week because he's the starter. But it's not the toughest run defense ever for him to play against. It's actually pretty decent for him. Nathan says, "You happy you stayed away from Jacobs?" Yeah, interesting, man. That whole I don't even know what you would call it. The mess of a riot that happened in our fantasy football league. Made a trade for Jacobs, ended up saying, "Screw it, it's not worth the hassle." That league uproar was going on. Ended up sending it back, just reversing the trade. Who would have known? Dodged a bullet there, like you said, Nathan. Accidentally, yeah, dodged a bullet. Yeah, I mean, I obviously would much rather be playing Rachaad White this week. That's for damn sure. And I need him this week because we're playing. And I'm the third seed or the fourth seed. Can't remember where I'm at. Probably third seed. But yeah, man, it's tough. But you see, Rachaad came back around. We're gonna be drafting Rachaad here. That is going to be our pick. And look, man, we're up in a couple more picks. I would like to grab Tyreek, maybe Puka, maybe if we can get one of those wide receivers, that would be ideal. Interested to hear how you guys feel about Puka Nacua this week. Nathan says regret more Taylor trade. What was that trade again? You got Jonathan Taylor? Is that the trade? So we're back on the clock. Tyreek just went. I think I'm going to go Puka Nacua. That's going to be the pick here for me. He plays Washington. That secondary is awful. Potentially could pair him up with some Matthew Stafford later in this matchup. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. My throat's a little bit itchy right now, so I'm going to go grab a drink. I'm back. Had to go get that drink, man. Let's see where we at. I see Nathan. I still got your comment on the thing. Says new Pollard would go off after I was done, even though the Pittman Henry trade went with Dell down. Yeah. And it was Pollard and Jones for Taylor and Downs. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, obviously you can't predict the Jonathan Taylor stuff, right? Couldn't have predicted that, but it is what it is, right? That's fantasy football, man. So you see, we are getting back up here on the clock. I wouldn't mind, like I said, I kind of was looking at Mostert earlier. Wouldn't mind tapping Mostert right here just to pause that, of course. Getting Mostert on our team and picking him here just so we could have that on our roster. One pick away. But Rachaad White, Raheem Mostert, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, not a bad little start to this week's to this Battle Royale roster. And then again, we're looking at the tight ends and the QBs last. Some stacks here would be the CeeDee Lamb, the with Dak, the Puka Nacua. Actually, Dak just went. There we go. I missed that while I was out there grabbing that drink. You have the Puka Nacua potentially. And here we go. We do have Mostert, so that's going to be our pick here. We're looking at the tight ends. Wouldn't mind a George Kittle. Wouldn't mind a Trey McBride. Those are probably two of the picks that we're looking at right now. Nathan says fruity. Yeah, I said pause that, so you can't say that too much. Who should I go? Let me know in chat. Kittle or McBride this week? Actually, never mind. They just took McBride, so that ruins it for us. Hopefully Kittle. If not, we'll go Kincaid. But Kittle's there, so we're going George Kittle. So here we are. We're getting up to our last pick. Who did we take in that last? Did we take Stafford for our quarterback in that last one? Or did we take Fields? We took Fields, didn't we? So we're going to try and get Stafford, get that stack here with Puka. If not, probably going to go with Jordan Love. Might go Jordan Love. How do you guys feel about Jordan Love right now? I know he's been a hot topic. He's been a hot topic in fantasy football circles right now. Some people think he's legit. Some people still don't think he's legit. What do you think? Jordan Love, legit or not as a fantasy football asset, as a dynasty asset? How do you feel about him? Is Jordan Love the real deal? I haven't been doing a good job keeping up with this one here. So we'll kind of go since our Mostert pick. It was Trey McBride, Rasheed Rice. Then we picked George Kittle, DJ Moore, and Njoku, Chris Olave, James Cook. Then we got to the turn. So far, I kind of like this team, right? This Tumper, he's going for the whole Cowboy stack. He got Dak, Ferguson, Cooks. It's kind of the Cowboy stack that he's going for. Stafford comes off the board, so we can't get the Nakua stack that we wanted. So maybe we'll go with Jordan Love. Shane says, I need fantasy football advice on how to beat you this week. Wish I could give you that advice, but I can't. I'm legally obligated not to give you that advice this week. My pockets, my pride, my ego, it all depends on it. So I can't give you that advice this week, Shane, but I appreciate you being here. Nathan says, Love is a bum. This year, Dynasty is still interesting. Man, you think he's a bum? I don't know if I think he's a bum now. I think he's pretty decent, man. I think he's pretty legit. I think he's a top 15 dynasty quarterback right now. Low key's top 15. So you see quarterback. Here we go. I might just take Jordan Love for the culture right now. There you go. Jordan Love for the culture, baby. So this team is going to be Jordan Love, Rashad White, Raheem Mostert, CeeDee Lamb. Can't remember who the other one was. Puka Nakua and George Kittle. That was our team there. And Shane says Jordan Love will be for real next year or maybe the one after. Don't think his weapons are all that great except for Musgrave and Reed. Look, man, I did a little write-up on some Dynasty Fantasy Football quarterbacks. I wrote up a thing about Jordan Love, and let me get this next draft rolling while I look for this because I have it on my phone somewhere. But I'll read you this little write-up that I had on Jordan Love. I sent it to, who did I send it to? I think I sent it to Marshall. But here's the write-up, man. I said, upside QB2, Jordan Love, QB 14 in my personal rankings. It's scary to think that the Packers might have done it again. Love has looked the part for the majority of the 2023 season and opens some eyes after beating Mahomes in primetime in week 13. This is an offense that will likely get better over the next few seasons as some of the, let's see, hold on. It's small because it's small print. As some of the young talents continue to develop and as they add more pieces, but Love will be back in 2024 and has probably played himself into an extension. And if he hasn't yet, he will continue to have the opportunity to do so next year. So that was my little write-up on Jordan Love. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think he's a high upside QB2. I wouldn't mind having Jordan Love on a dynasty roster, low key. Nathan says QB2. Yeah, high upside QB2. Says I agree. Talking about Shane's comment for Musgrave and Reed. You guys don't like Christian Watson. You don't like Romeo Dobbs. I like Musgrave. I like Reed, obviously. Was kind of a my guy for me early on. Shane says, I think Jordan Love could have a career like Jared Goff. I think he has more upside than Jared Goff, but I could see it. I mean, they probably could have similar floors. So this is our third Battle Royale team that we're drafting. We'll draft this one and one more, and then we'll be done for the evening. But obviously love the chat, guys. Love that you guys are, talking in the chat. Would want to answer other questions that you guys have. I think this Jordan Love conversation is awesome. Let's see. Should we go with Cooper Kupp? Or should we switch it up and maybe go an Alvin Kamara? Go Alvin Kamara, maybe. Let's see. Shane says Watson is trash. You think he's trash? Dobbs is okay. I don't know, man. I don't know if Watson is trash. He's definitely not the healthiest of healthiest of wide receivers. Should we go Stephon Diggs even though he's in a slump? Should we go Stephon Diggs or should we go Ayuk? Diggs or Ayuk? Diggs or Ayuk? Put it in the chat quickly, quickly, quickly. We got 10 seconds. If you don't pick, I'm going Ayuk. It's going Ayuk. We didn't get it in the chat quick enough. Hopefully, you guys are cool with Ayuk. We have some Diggs already, though. He's been in a slump, though. It's a little bit scary. Let's see. What do you guys think about Austin Eckler tonight? Is Justin Herbert not playing? Is Keenan Allen not playing? Is that going to benefit Austin Eckler, or is this going to hurt him this week? What do you think? You see, since our Brandon Ayuk pick, we had Diggs come off the board, Kelsey off the board, Puka Nacua, Bijan Robinson, Josh Allen. Man, look, now they're coming in. Diggs. You guys wanted me to go Diggs, and I pass on him. Shane says Josh Allen's about to ball out the rest of the way. Look, I tweeted something today, man. Look, even Brett says Diggs. Everybody says Diggs, and I didn't pick him. Brett says Eckler legacy game incoming. Nathan says Eckler's getting shut down. So we got mixed emotions in the chat here. Here we go. We're on the clock again. Ayuk. What if we pair him with some Tony Pollard? What if we do that? Ayuk, Kamara, Pollard. Why not? Shane says, "What are you doing right now? Battle Royale, drafting teams now just for playoff run type thing." Yeah, so it's a battle royale. So what it does is it really just takes the oh crap, we're on the clock. Let's go with. Should we take some Derrick Henry? Oh, we can't even do that. Freak. What if we go with some Olave? I don't have a lot of Olave. Whatever. It says he didn't practice, but we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. So what is a battle royale? So really what this is it's week 15 only, Shane. So we're only drafting this week. We're only drafting the Sunday slate, the main slate. Puts everybody in a little tournament, and it's $5 to enter. They have like $300,000 in prizes. First place gets $30K. So we're drafting like 4 or 5 teams. Just put a little bit of something out there and see if we can win some money this weekend. I've done it a couple weekends back. Like going into the Sunday night game, I was like 10th place or something. I had like $2,750 in winnings, like sitting there. And then Jahmyr Gibbs dudded me. He gave me 0 points in the second half. I lost. I won like $20, but that 10th place ranking, I lost it, man. It was bad, man. But we're going to try and win some money this weekend. You see, we got a decent little tight end package here. Why don't we go with Kincaid? I like Kincaid this week. Says he's probable still too. So now we got our quarterback. Let's see what we got. Couple pieces in the chat. 15 for 15 catches. I don't know. He says Eckler getting shut down. Shane says tonight's game will be disgusting. Not sure I'll watch. Look, man, I figured that's why I would stream. I'm not super excited to go watch. Might end up playing some Fortnite or playing something just to why not, dude? My brother's already hit me up like, you trying to play PS5? I'm like, I'll probably play. I don't know if I want to watch this game. Brett says Eckler 2 touchdowns, 200 receiving yards, 100 rushing yards, 15 catches. Jesus Christ. Oh, we just got auto picked Matt Stafford. God damn it, man. It's fine. I like Matt Stafford. Probably would have rather went with. Was there any potential stacks that we could have got? Probably not. Yeah, it's good. I'll take Matt Stafford. God damn, we got auto pick. God damn it, guys. Brett says you'll just turn it on the TV, Shane. Nathan says Brett's drunk. Shane says Brett's cute, so handsome. All right, guys, stop it. Shane says Lego Fortnite, bro. I've been playing a lot of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a grown-ass man out here playing Lego Fortnite every damn night for some reason. Brett says that Lego-ish is boring. You just haven't played it with the right people, bro. You haven't played it correctly. Shane says it's the move. It's like Minecraft. Griffin says Stafford is nice this week, though. Yeah, he is this week. I like him a lot. I have him on a couple teams already, so Shane says Stafford been balling. Look, man, we got auto pick Stafford. Like I said, it's fine, man. We got one more squad. Let me see. We got a couple. Let's see. We got a couple here. Yeah, we got a couple teams here. We got 4. We'll do one more. Call it 5. Griffin says he's been playing trash ass Modern Warfare 3. Fair enough. Let's see what else we got. Look, man, I like just kicking it here casually on a Thursday night, just talking some fantasy football, playing, talking some video games, all that stuff, man. Shane says I'll play with you. All right, man. I got a village rating 10 right now. It's me, my wife, my brother, his girlfriend. We got all 4 of us, and then my other brother. We're all in there, 5 people. All of us got our own villages. We got our own villagers. We're out there grinding, bro. Like I said, I'm a village level 10 at this point, bro. Been killing this shit. But look, man, geeked. 26 years old, geeked over Lego Minecraft. Who would have thought? I think it's like you said, Shane, it hits that nostalgic like Minecraft years that we all used to have when we were like 11, 12, 13 years old playing Minecraft. But you see, we got 2 people that we're waiting for. Just so you guys know, I know you guys are all familiar, but if you want to play Underdog Fantasy like I'm playing tonight, go ahead and sign up. Use code League FFB when you do sign up. There is a link in the description. That link will get you a 100% deposit match, or this code League FFB will get you a 100% deposit match. I think it's up to $500 right now. So if you deposited $500, they will give you $500 free to play with in their little promo that they do. They'll also give you a free mystery pick'em. That mystery pick'em is going to be something like Brock Purdy throwing for 1 yard. If he passes 1 yard, you cash out. So those are the states that it's eligible in. You see the yellow is eligible. The silver is no pick'ems are eligible, but you can still do the drafts like I'm doing tonight, and then not eligible in those other states. So all my folks in the hometown, Las Vegas, you see, unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be able to play, but go ahead and sign up. Use code League FFB. Get yourself some free money. Get yourself a free dub, and draft in some of these drafts with me. I'd love to do a draft or 2 here in the future where we bring some of the subscribers, bring some of the people in the community, and we all just draft against each other. I feel like that would be so fun. So maybe we can do that here soon if enough of you guys sign up. Shane says, yeah, I'll get in on that. Griffin said, I wish I was 26. Griffin, look, man, maybe that's too young for you. I don't know, man. Griffin, how you feel about 26, man? Let's see. Brett says, I never messed with Minecraft, so that's why I don't like it. Maybe, man. I get it. I think right now it's probably like a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10 on what it is currently right now at the release. But I think the potential of it is probably like a 10 out of 10 or like 11 out of 10 low key. So it's pretty decent. There's a lot of potential with it. They need to just do some updates already because there's not a lot to it right now. Brandon, I'm here tuning in from Caleb's channel. Sit 2, full PPR, Mike Evans, Nico Collins, Puka, Brees Hall. Sit 2, huh? I'm sitting Nico. I'm sitting Brees. Those are the 2 that I'm sitting. Guys, should we go with Debo or Tyreek? Tyreek. Probably Debo, low-key, huh? Brett says, my girl got me Spider-Man 2, and that's the new Star Wars. Those are Liddy. I haven't played any of them, to be honest. Shane says, my girl got me trust issues. Look, man. That's all I got to say to that. Or I guess pick 2. Pick 2. Well, I kind of picked 2, right? You see Debo just went off the board, so I guess we'll go Tyreek. You better play this week, Tyreek. I swear you better play. If you don't play, I'm going to be mad because I've drafted you in too many of these teams. So if I picked 2, Brandon, it would be Mike Evans and Puka. Those are the 2 I'm picking. Griffin says, when I was 26, everything worked. Look, man, I feel like I don't know if I agree with that statement. At 26, I don't know if everything works for me right now. I mean, I'm going to grind no matter what. Oh, Diggs. No, he gave us Kamara. Dude, I'm sitting here talking and I'm getting auto-picked, bro. It's okay. We wanted Diggs. We didn't get him. Look at this. Shane says, damn right, Hill better play this week. Yeah, man. Gosh, dang, dude, I got auto-picked again. How many times am I going to get auto-picked during this? Man, we got too much Kamara right now, Loki. I think I got Kamara on like 3 or 4 teams. Hopefully he balls out. He's got to ball out. He's got to ball out if we want a shot at winning some money. I mean, I have him as like my RB2. Ah, there you go, Griffin. I get it. Knees, eyes. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I think at 26, it feels all right. I feel like it'll. I just don't feel the way I felt when I was 21. I'll tell you that. When I was 21, I felt like I could do whatever. 26, I know I'm still young. It just you feel it in the back a little bit some nights. You put the little heated massager on the back at night sometimes. Let's see what else. Chargers +3 versus Raiders and over under 35.5. I'll take Raiders -3 over 35.5. I'm doing that. Raiders -3 over 35.5. That's what I'm taking. Shane says, injured Gino or Zach Wilson help me beat Matt. Gino or Zach Wilson. God. I think Gino, but I don't like either of these options. Honestly, didn't you pick up Nick Mullins? If you have Nick Mullins, man, I'd rather play Nick Mullins than both of these guys, to be honest. Shane Brett says like both of them. Hopefully you don't like both Gino and Zach Wilson. Hopefully you're saying you like the picks that I gave you. Let's see what else we got. We got Kamara and Hill. Let's see. We're gonna pair them with. We need to diversify this a little bit, guys. I haven't picked any Derrick Henry. We need to put some Derrick Henry on a team. We probably need to pick. I don't have any. Oh man, this is getting messy. I don't have any Derrick Henry. We'll take some Derrick Henry. I don't have any Brock Purdy up to this point. I also don't have any Dak Prescott. Should I take some Dak? I'm going to take some Brock Purdy, man. I don't have any of those guys right now, so I got to diversify a little bit. Said, heard the wind is like 20 miles an hour in Miami. Be careful with that. Yeah, I mean, the good news is that we still got a couple of days before the game, right? So hopefully that wind dies down. I will tell you, some of the weather, it depends, obviously. But yeah, we got to keep an eye out for that if the winds are that high. Said I was talking about the picks. Yeah, I hope you were talking about the picks. I don't want to hear you say you like Geno Smith as an option this week. Nobody should say that. Not even Shane, the Seahawks fan, should never say that. Because nobody feels confident in Geno Smith. I'm so glad that I traded him. Thank you, Shane. Because I don't know if I would even be where I'm at without that. Let's see if we have any other news before we get to this point. No way. Okay, what do you guys think about this? Shane says now Brett's the weatherman. Yeah, bro. What can't this guy do? I was gonna say something, but I play him this week. I can't talk mess. I can't talk mess yet. I gotta beat you, Brett. I gotta beat you. So let's see. They said Dak Prescott could be the first quarterback ever to be paid $60 million per year. Said he's due for an extension. What do you guys think about Dak Prescott making $60 million a year? Crazy. DJ Moore was back at practice, so we've been good with DJ Moore. Chris Godwin missing practice again. Christian Watson did not participate. Look, man, Aaron Rodgers gets in a limited practice, huh? Interesting. Well, if DJ Moore got in a full practice today, that's who I want. And of course, as soon as I say that, Smack Talk pregame 3 weeks in a row. I don't talk before the games, man. I don't like to talk before the games. Fantasy gods, they don't like that, man. They catch you doing that and they punish you. Just like I punished you this week. You talking all that trash, talking about you was gonna get a bye, and then I beat the hell out of you. You don't do that, Shane. So let's see. We're gonna take. I don't have any Chris Olave. Should I take Chris Olave? Why not? And then we need a tight end. Is this crazy? I'm gonna go Kincaid. I'm gonna go. It's not crazy. I was gonna go Kyle Pitts, but I can't go Kyle Pitts, bro. I can't do it. So let's look at this team, man. I got. We'll look at all these teams real quick. You see, this draft's over, so let's go to the results. Actually, let's go live. Where am I at? Best ball? Daily? I don't know where we're at. Drafts completed. There we go. Gosh, I've been using this app so long. I promote this app. Can't even use it properly. So you see the teams here. Let's start down here below. I did this one off stream, or maybe this one wasn't off stream. Was this one off stream? No. One of these was off stream. It was this one. I did this one off stream. Stafford, Kamara, Zeke, CD, Mike Evans, and David Njoku. That was our first team. Second team was Justin Fields, Saquon Barkley, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore, Jake Ferguson. Next one was Jordan Love, Rashad White, Raheem Mostert, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, George Kittle. Then we had a Matt Stafford, Alvin Kamara, Tony Pollard, Brandon Ayuk, Chris Olave, Dalton Kincaid. And then obviously our last one that we just had, which was, where am I at? Which was, I don't know why it's not letting me see it. There we go. Brock Purdy, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, and the rest of them dudes that we just talked about. So I'm glad you guys were able to hop in with me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed just kicking it for 45 minutes or whatever and talking some fantasy football, drafting some of these teams. Let me get this off the screen. Let me full screen this. But yeah, man, if you guys need any additional help, with some fantasy football rosters, go ahead and join the free Discord. Discord is going to be linked in the description. Like I said, free to join, no risk in doing that. Ask any question you need in there. I want to help you guys win these fantasy football championships. That's the goal since the beginning of the year. That's what we've been wanting to do. That's what we're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do myself. So I want to help you guys do that. Again, if you want to draft like I did tonight, you want to play in any of those, go use code League FFB when you sign up, or use the link in the description. When you sign up, get you a 100% deposit match and a free mystery pick'em. And then last but not least, guys, if you could do me the favor before you head on out of here, go ahead and tap that like button. It is the best free way to show this channel some support. Also, make sure you subscribed. That is also the number one way that you can support me, is being subscribed to this channel. So go ahead and do those two things for me. And good luck, man. Good luck this week. It's about to be football time. Week 15, fantasy football playoffs are here. We're ready to roll. Season is slowly closing. Hopefully you guys will stick around during the offseason. Plenty of Dynasty fantasy football content to come around. But with all of that being said, guys, I will see you on our next video. I'm about to go eat some dinner. I'm about to play some Lego Fortnite, maybe watch some of this football game on my phone while I do that. But I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.